Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you've gotten this far. My ears are sewn in, right sides together. So I've started to trim this, and I thought of something really important to tell you guys. My corners here, I've trimmed off because that makes it less bulky and it turns out better. Like, it makes it pointy when you turn it out. So you're gonna do that on all of your corners. So all you do is you take the scissors and you just cut right across very carefully with two hands. Use two hands. And of course, by now you know that when you cut the Minky fabric, it just sheds everywhere. Let's see, we're going to do this to our ear top as well. Being very careful not to cut through your seams so you don't have to resew them. And once more over here. Okay, you'll notice that I didn't leave my opening very close to any corner because those can be a little trickier to reinforce. I'm also not going to trim this section here where my opening is because I know I'm going to have to stitch across it. And I don't know if I can cut that with one hand. So we're gonna leave it. We'll see how it looks. Alright, so I'm going to reach in my hand in here, grab my ears, pull it right side out. Hold on, I'm going to pause it. Alright, so I've turned it right side out. I stuck my scissors in the corner to make them nice and pointy, to push all, because my finger couldn't quite get in there, but my scissors closed. I didn't open them. My closed scissors have a little bit more of a point, a chopstick or possibly a pencil, but you gotta be careful. Sometimes pencils will poke through. Okay, so there's this side. Here's my opening. Now, the first thing I noticed when I turned it right side out was my opening is bigger on one side. So let me explain. You'll see kind of immediately. As I try to sew this together, what's going to happen is I am going to end up with this extra piece of fabric. Sad days. I have two choices. I can open up this hole. I can undo all the work I just did. Try to do it again. Not yet. Try to do it again. Or, because babies are such wonderfully forgiving critics of anything, I am going to just sew over it, and there will be a teensy fold in the project right here. But really, babies won't notice. They won't care. It's not going to endanger a baby. So things to think about with baby gifts is, will this cause a choking hazard for a baby? Will this be like uncomfortable for a baby? This isn't really a blanket that you sleep with, so it's not going to be like, I mean, it might be something they cuddle with, but it's not like you're not going to wrap it in the baby. It's not going to be a bumpy, uncomfortable seam in a shirt or a dress or a skirt or a garment that a baby would wear. This is something fun for them to play with and to snuggle with, but it's not going to hurt them. Does that make sense? So just keep that in mind whenever sewing baby gifts. Alright, so let's turn it over here and look at how this turned out. This turned out so good, guys. I'm so excited. So these ears, when I sewed them on the inside, I forgot to show you, I reinforced them. So I sewed over this corner twice. So I went all the way around to my opening, and then I went back and did just this head corner where the ears are, because babies are going to pull on this. And again, thinking of safety, we don't want these to come out. We want these to be very strong and really nicely sewn in so that they are nice for baby to kind of to touch and to maybe probably chew on, because that's a baby thing. That's also the consideration for the face, is to, when we do like a puffy paint or embroidery for the face, we're just going to want to make sure it's baby safe. So I believe we would use fabric paint, because that is baby safe when it dries, versus like acrylic paint, which is not baby safe when it dries on fabric. It can be sealed on wood. Acrylic paint, can be sealed on wood or other surfaces, but it needs to be sealed to be baby safe. On fabric, acrylic paint is not safe. So I think we used acrylic paint on our Matryoshka dolls, but I can't remember. So just to keep in mind again, like what you're using, what the purpose of this gift is for, If this was something you were going to give your grandma and you knew she wasn't going to put it in her mouth, then sure, use anything you want for the face. You could use buttons or anything else. But because it's for a baby, we're going to be extra careful. Okay, so we're going to sew this opening closed. I'm going to have to just tuck my fold in on the one side, and I'm going to go all the way around the outside, except for over the face. I do not want to sew over my face and make it look, I want it to stay as distinctive as it is. So I'm going to start here, go around, sew my opening closed as I come by, and then end where my face ends. I am also going to top stitch this middle square. I will start right here, and I will top stitch, or not even top stitch, it's basically like stitch in the ditch is what a quilting term is for this. You're going to take your stitches and just stay as close to the inside of this line as possible. I'm going to show you a picture of what that looks, a couple pictures of what that looks like, but basically, you guys, you're done with this project. Congratulations. Turned out really awesome.